arrived in the forest. Gonna be a long day. First thing to do after jumping off the vehicle, secure the area around it. So I gotta secure the area right over there, from here to here. Heading further out to make sure everything is safe. Right after we secured the area around the vehicle, we're heading further out towards where we expect enemy contact. So we check if everything is safe. Now the group formation we're choosing for this is the Y formation. So it's 2 guys in front, commanders in the back. So the commander is properly protected, because he's of course a priority for the enemy, priority target. And what's another advantage of this formation is that you have 2 guns in front. So as soon as you have enemy contact on your 12, you have 2 guns which you can use to engage. Once the vehicle is here, we'll get all our gear and then we head to the spot to observe if there are some things going on, which we have to avoid.
Kill.
Camouflaging the car so the enemies can find it. Of course, again, we have to cover up the silhouette. That's why we try to make as many triangles as possible with the camouflage tarp. Then we can head out to our observation spot. Got all my gear again. Just the backpack. It's like, I would say, 35 to 40 kilograms the entire gear we're carrying, which is, you know, it doesn't sound a lot. It's like carrying your girlfriend, but if you carry your girlfriend for 10 hours, you're gonna feel it. This radio is killing my ear. How red is my ear?
It's green.
It's not enough space for my ear. Another producer coming to pick us up. There is no space whatsoever, but still 6 people can fit inside this vehicle. What's kind of interesting about how this vehicle gets operated is that there's no big windshield or anything like this, like on a car, obviously. You only have those small spot holes, more or less. And it's also not a direct view, it's always a 45-degree mirror, another 45-degree mirror. So basically you look around the corner, just in case if some bullet comes in here, that it doesn't hit you in the face. The commander has more of those slots around so you can observe the environment better, but still I think it's very fascinating that he can control a big heavy vehicle like this only by looking through those small spot holes. Arrived at zone 2, now we're gonna head to the observation spot. Military lunchtime, we've got some Hungarian goulash. What's important when you're eating in the field, usually if you're a group of 4 people, 2 people are securing in the direction where you're marching and in the direction where you were coming from, just in case if somebody's following you, that you can engage this target. Right now we have limited training time, so everybody eats at the same time, but that's not how it's done usually. And then you eat. We're still on the way to the danger line. There we'll drop down our backpacks, change to our ghillies and crawl to our sniping spot. We just climbed this hilltop, which looked tiny, but with this rock right here, wasn't that easy.
Schnuppert, sofort versorgen. Nichts liegen lassen, weil wenn ihr jetzt in einer Situation kommt, wo irgendeine Aufklärung oder sonstiges kommt und ihr müsst euch absetzen, dann packst du deine Feldflaschen und deine anderen Sachen nicht mehr ein. Da will ich den Leuten bei, zu überleben, und wenn er einmal überleben kann, dann kann ich mir das beibringen, wie er kann.
So my commander told me I should wear warmer clothes, but I told him if I wear warmer clothes and I'm marching, I'm sweating like a pig. So that's the compromise. You either freeze to death or you sweat like a horse. Does a horse even sweat? I don't know. Fuck, das war zu viel. Over there is the observation point, so I have to prepare my ghillie suit. So we're about to get in position. My buddy is already at the spot where he has a very nice view on our objective, right over there. And now I have to work my way very slowly towards his position, bring my sniper rifle, bring the spotter, bring a stabilization, rice bag like this one, and then we can observe the environment. Hopefully we will find the target and take the shot. So I'm finally in position, observing the house grouping down there. Now since I'm already here, one important thing I can do is I draw a picture of what I see down there. Now this might look like a childish painting, but it's actually very useful, because if the spotter wants to show me where he sees a target, he can just point it out on here. So he goes, okay, here, right next to the house, on the right window. Here you can already see also the distance. Okay, I know it's 636 meters if the guy is in that window. And I can basically adjust my scope and pull the trigger immediately if there's no wind. Some water, my spotter, my gun, and some leaves in my mouth. And that's it. That's all I need to fulfill my mission here. The actual job of the proper sharpshooter is just as boring as I imagined it. You're lying around and you observe and you try not to fall asleep. Then you need to pee, then you have to crawl back to pee, then you have to crawl back into cover, and then you're here and you basically just wait for your body to take over the observation spot. But the camouflaging is fun and the marching and the shooting, I think it's fun, but I mean, I'm doing this for a few days here only. Doing this for a long time, you really have to have some passion for this to not get bored. We're finished with observing, at least observing training. Of course, in real life you observe for several hours, days, or maybe even weeks. And if you observe for this long time periods, of course, you need some sleep, you need some food, you need shelter. One person is always observing, but the other person can basically, relax a little here, collect some energy, get some food. So we build up this shelter, also because it will start raining. I mean, it's already raining a little bit. The difference between searching a good spot for a military tent and a civil tent is, if you're like camping with your friends, barbecuing and grab some beers, you're looking for a very wide, open, flat area. Now at the military it's very different. You want the shelter to be as camouflaged as possible, because the enemy shouldn't be able to spot it. So it's dinner time. Classical American MRE. So this MRE, like any other MRE, is full of salt, sugar. Yeah, I think that's all it contains. All you need is a soja and coffee. There's also coffee inside. Night mission is about to start. We're testing our night vision systems and stuff, so I can't bring my cameras since I would need some light, and that's distracting the night vision system. So I see you guys when I'm coming back from the military facility after the training, which will be in exactly 5.5 hours.
It is 4:30 in the morning. Still doing my security shift. Half an hour my shift is over, and I go and I can catch some sleep. So far I could only sleep around 40 minutes this night. It's cold. God, it sucks. I'm looking forward to sunrise. It gets a little warmer and maybe daylight delivers some energy, because right now I'm just shaking cold and